Today we'll be reading a chapter with the prophet Elijah. Later on, in the 3rd year of the drought, the Lord said to Elijah, "Go and present yourself to King Ahab," right?
Ahab. Yeah.
I always screw that up. "Tell him that I will soon send rain." So Elijah went to appear before Ahab. Meanwhile, the famine had become very severe in Samaria. I said that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ahab summoned Obadiah, who was in charge of the palace. Obadiah was a devoted follower of the Lord. Once Jezebel had tried to kill all the Lord's prophets, Obadiah had hidden 100 of them in 2 caves. He put 50 prophets in each cave. Wait, hidden 100 of them in 2 caves. Oh, I thought he meant like he hid 200 altogether because 100 in 2 caves. Did that not fool you when you first read it? Oh.
We will be back momentarily.
Wait, where was I?
We're back.
Where was I?
The cave and the prophets of Obadiah.
Oh yeah. Hid 50 of them in each cave. And supplied them with food and water. And each time he was told, "Elijah isn't here," King Ahab forced the king of them. "You and your family are the troublemakers, for you have refused to obey the commands of the Lord, and have worshipped the images of Baal instead. Summon all Israel to join me at Mount Carmel." Yum! I don't like caramel. You may spam me in the chat for hating caramel, but I hate caramel. And nothing's going to change
Caramel's
that.
good.
Because you're crazy. There's salted caramel on some things.
Yeah.
But just caramel, like hard caramel, I don't like that. Along with the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Asherah. Then Elijah said to them, "I am the only prophet of the Lord who is left, but Baal has 550 prophets? What is wrong with you people?" No. "Now bring 2 bowls. Baloney." No. "The prophets of Baal may choose whichever one they wish and cut it into pieces and lay it on the wood of their altar, but without setting fire to it. I will prepare the other bowl and lay it on the wood on the altar, but not set fire to it. Then call on the name of your God, and I will call on the name of the Lord. The God who answers by setting fire to the wood is the true God." All the people agreed. I will be back momentarily. Stop the Bible verse there for a minute, because there's one other one we want to read here. And I hope this works as I plan it. But in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty. The darkness covered the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. I didn't expect that to work. There it is. Then Elijah called to the people, "Come over here." They all crowded around him as he repaired the altar of the Lord that had been torn down. He took 12 stones, one to represent each of the tribes of Israel. Wait. Where would that be? Then Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, You go first, for there are many of you. Choose one of the bulls and prepare it, and call on the name of your God, but do not set fire to the wood." But there was no reply of any kind. Then they danced, hobbling around the altar that they had made. Okay, if you're wondering about the shirts, we went to the lock-in at our church. It's crazy. About noontime, Elijah began mocking them. You'll have to shout louder, he scoffed, for surely he's a god. Perhaps he's daydreaming or relieving himself. Or maybe he's away on a trip or is asleep and needs to be wakened. Then Elijah called to the people, "Come over here." They all crowded around him as he repaired the altar of the Lord that had been torn down. He took 12 stones, one to represent each of the tribes of Israel. And he used the stones to rebuild the altar in the name of the Lord. Then he dug a trench around the altar, large enough to hold about 3 gallons. He piled...
That lock-in was tiring.
This is the one who took a nap. He piled wood on... Wait, where am I at this point? I do this every time with a book. He piled the wood on the altar, cut the bowl into pieces. Cut my bowl into pieces. This is my last resort. And laid the pieces on the wood. Then he said, "Fill 4 large jars of water and pour the water over the offering and the wood." After they had done this, he said, "Do the same thing again," and they were finished. "Now do it a 3rd time." So they did as he said. And the water ran around the altar, even filled the trench. At the usual time for the offering, the evening sacrifice, Elijah the prophet. Sorry if I sound like that. I lost my voice kind of, so. But I can do this kind of squeaky voice. Wait, is it playing? Oh, you can cut that out, right? Yeah. At the usual time for the offering, the evening sacrifice, Elijah the prophet walked up to the altar and prayed, "O Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, prove today that you are God in Israel." No, he's God everywhere, not just in Israel. "And that I am your servant. Prove that I have done all of this at your command. O Lord, answer me. Answer me so these people will know that you, O Lord, are God and that you have brought them back to yourself." Immediately the fire of the Lord flashed down from heaven and burned up the young bull. Wait, is it the bull screaming? No, that was me. Immediately the fire of the Lord flashed down from the heaven and burned up the young bulls, the wood and the stone, the stone, and the dust. It even licked up all the water in the trench. Don't let a single one escape. So the people seized them all, and Elijah took them down to the Kishon Valley and killed them there. It even licked up all the water in the trench. And when all the people saw it, they fell face down on the ground and cried out, The Lord, He is God. Yes, the Lord is God.
Finally, they realize it.
Idiots. Then Elijah commanded, Seize all the prophets of Baal. Don't let a single one escape. So the people seized them all. Seize them. Don't actually seize people, that's wrong. Okay. Don't let a single one escape. So the people seized them all. And Elijah took them down to the Kishon Valley and killed them there. And then Elijah said to Ahab, Go get something to eat and drink, for I hear a mighty rainstorm is coming. So Ahab went to eat and drink, but Elijah climbed to the top of Mount Carmel. Again, salted caramel on some things. Wait, do you think the mountain was actually made of caramel? Probably not, but I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Just a mountain of caramel. And bowed low to the ground and prayed with his face between his knees. And said to his servant, Go and look out toward the sea. And the servant went and looked. Then returned to Elijah and said, I didn't see anything. 7 times Elijah told him to go look. Finally, the 7th time, his servant told him, I saw a little cloud about the size of a man's hand rising from the sea. Hurry to Ahab. Tell him, climb into your chariot and go back home. If you don't hurry, the rain will stop you. And soon the sky was black with clouds. A heavy wind brought a terrific rainstorm. In this case, I'm pretty sure terrific means bad. Like, oh, that's a terrific rainstorm, or that's a terrific rainstorm. Probably the second one. And Ahab left quickly for Jezreel. Then the Lord gave special strength to Elijah. He tucked his cloak. It's about the aliens game that's getting me here. I keep hearing people going, Lord, mocking the alien sound effects. So at this point, I feel like an alien myself. And ran. Oh wait. He tucked his cloak into his belt and ran ahead of Ahab's chariot and all the way to the entrance of Jezreel.
Okay, we finished. Finally. It literally took since last Saturday. It's actually been a week. Bruh, it's been a week.
Well, actually, we've also been at the creek.
Yeah, but
we might make videos about that. I don't know if he has or not, so.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll have more
Don't
videos
recommend
coming soon.
going to lock-ins. Or if you do, sleep. Don't make the same mistake we did.